I'm Tom Groom here in Road in County Offaly. I'm a suckler farmer here and I do AI with Dove. Keep suckler cows here on the farm, sell all the weanings, keep my own replacement heifers, sell the weanings, bulls and the heifers I don't want, and cull about 8 or 10 cows every year and have my replacements coming on. I do buy a few blue calves off customers that'll be using them on British Friesian cows, buy a few of those for replacements. Our blues breed great stock, you know. Have some sementals here as well, the good milky cows, and that's why I like them, the good milky cows. If you have milk, you won't have calves, you know, they'll be no good, they won't weigh. I have all the cows calving, with the exception of there's 15 or 16 or 17 cows to calve here now in the spring. They will all calve in the next 3 weeks or 2 a month, and I calve all the cows in the autumn when the AI is quiet. I joined Dove in October 2009 and I have a lot of beef customers now, a lot of beef customers. Actually, I'd have more beef customers than I would have dairy customers, but dairy does huge numbers. So it's very, very busy there from the 8th or 10th of April right up to the first week of July, you know, and then it starts to taper off a bit, you know. And I had 3 good months in the summer and I have 2 or 2.5 good months in the winter. So it's a good job, you know what I mean? And it cuts in well with the farming. The only things to upgrade the place in the last 5 or 6 years was done a lot of reseeding. I've land rented long term, leasing on it, so I reseeded some of that, not at all, but some of it, you know. So that made great strides and grow great grass, you know what I mean. I was looking at the paper one day and I seen the Herd Watch on it advertising, and I just looked into it and I rang the lads about it. I think it was a month free, so I actually joined up immediately. And then I started to register calves in it, and it was very handy. I could be down here in the shed, calve a cow, and whatever date the calf's born, that's the date I put him down as, and I often had the calf a cow here in the calf register before I go back up to the house. So it's absolutely brilliant that way, and you can register a calf in less than 30 seconds. And it's out of your head, you get a blue card then 2 or 3 days later in the post, and that's that job done and dusted. And it leaves me with a record of when that cow calved, and I'll know if she comes back into heat then maybe 4 or 5 weeks later, not to AI her because she's not long enough calved. So it's absolutely, that way alone, it's absolutely brilliant. Started registering the calves here, and then I started to play around with it myself, and I discovered it was not as hard as you'd be thinking. It's very easy to do it, buying in meal, registering your calves, your medicines, everything. It is simple. It used to be the old book. I think you could fill in 10 calves at a time, but I wouldn't always have 10 calves born here at the one time. So you were kind of sending off paperwork, and sure, between going to the post office and envelopes and stamps and writing, sure, you know what I mean? It took an hour hopping and trotting, where you can do it here in 30 seconds, you know. If I am selling an animal to a man that's on Herd Watch, it's no problem at all. We go into compliance and then we go into movements, transfer from one herd to another, and we get a code number, and I'll send it to him. And he's compatible, the two, Herd Watch to Herd Watch, so it's no bother at all. You can move an animal in less than 5 minutes from one farm to another. When I'm recording remedies with Herd Watch, I get the prescribed medicines, I get the prescription, the prescribed medicine, and I zap the code on the bottle. All the relevant information will now come into Herd Watch for me, so it's there and it's in the medicine cabinet. If I use 50 ml out of a 100 ml bottle, well, it'll tell me on the app that I have 50 ml left to use. So from that point of view, you can't go wrong. It's twice as fast as paperwork. When I put it through my AI handheld, and it goes to ICBF, and all the relevant information comes back to Herd Watch on my phone. Then on day 17 after AI-ing, it'll notify me, keep an eye out for these in case she repeats. So from that point of view alone, that's absolutely brilliant, you know. For passing farm inspections, I would highly recommend Herd Watch. The man or woman arrives to do the inspection. I hand him the phone. There's an untold amount of information for him there in front of him. So he can't complain that it's not there. It's there in front of him, man. In February, March of 2019, Bord Bia contacted me here. There was an American research company here in Ireland. See how we did things here, and Bord Bia asked myself and 2 or 3 other farmers in the country, throughout the country, if they could visit us here. So Then the night before they arrived, I had a cow calved, and it was at about 4 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't feel like grabbing a phone to start registering the calf. But I registered it here, sitting at the table, and there was a lady on the job here from America, and she couldn't believe how the app worked. She was very, very impressed with the HerdWatch app.